Hi guys. Hey, I want to first of all thank those of you who have bought a copy of my newest book, Quantum Life, and I appreciate you buying the book. I appreciate the feedback that many of you have given me in messages and on Facebook posts and YouTube comments. And I especially appreciate those of you who have given favorable reviews over on the Amazon site where the book is for sale. You can get this book on Amazon. It's the only place where you can get the book right now. It's on Amazon.com. It is an ebook and it is also a print book, so you can get either one there. I thought what I would do with you this weekend is just read you an excerpt. This is one of my favorite scientific discoveries that I think, as you're going to see when I share it with you, so closely parallels our spiritual experience. In fact, it has direct application to our grace walk, to our union that we have with God and the nature of Christ that is in us. So let me read you an excerpt from this book called Quantum Life. And this is a section in the book. The subtitle is called Sing Your Song. So I'm just going to share it with you if that's okay. The world around us is a symphony of wonders filled with breathtaking beauty. One of life's marvels that defines the essence of our being is our DNA. Your genetic makeup defines the unique and intricate composition you truly have been created to be. Your life is an extraordinary melody written by the one who gave voice to all creation. When the Apostle Paul spoke to the idol-worshiping pagans on Mars Hill, he directed their attention to their deepest identity, saying, "For in him we live and move and exist," as even some of your own poets have said, "for we are his offspring." That's Acts 17:28. The word offspring in this statement is the Greek word genos, from which we get the word genealogy. If you think that your ancestry began with Adam, you need to look back further. The Bible says that your roots can be traced to your Creator. You share the DNA of God. While the reference isn't to our physical makeup, it does suggest a beauty that is often obscured by religious blinders that cause people to believe they lack intrinsic beauty. In recent years, the amazing connection between DNA and music has inspired musicians and researchers to explore this relationship, unlocking new perspectives on the human experience. What they have done is translate people's DNA sequences into music, and it's led to exceptional outcomes. As it turns out, we all have our own unique melody residing at the core of our DNA. It's just a matter of knowing how to play it. At their essence, both DNA and music are based on sequences and patterns. DNA carries the blueprint of life in the form of a sequence of nucleotide bases: adenine, which is A, cytosine, which is C, guanine, G, and thymine, T, while music is an arrangement of pitches, rhythms, dynamics, and timbres. Numerous researchers have made this comparison over the years, and it is sometimes used to illustrate the beauty inherent to biology and music. Imagine for a moment the shocking notion that every person's DNA can be seen as a unique musical piece. Each person carries within them a melody that is entirely their own, a wonderful composition that expresses the core of their being. Researchers have pursued this idea and have mapped people's genetic codes onto musical elements and created musical outcomes that have been amazing. They've converted DNA sequences into music by assigning specific musical notes to each DNA building block. For example, they might assign a C note to the DNA block called adenine and an F note to thymine. As the DNA sequence is played like a musical score, It creates a unique melody that reflects the arrangement of DNA bases in our genes. The melodies created from DNA remind us of the breathtaking beauty and inspired uniqueness that defines each of us. The potential impact of this convergence of science and art excites the imagination. Picture a world where we can listen to the music of our ancestors, where we can trace our heredity through a symphony of genetic songs, and where we can share our unique songs with each other. Some scientists describe that world as one that would bring us closer together, since nothing quite connects people like music. Stop for a moment and consider that you are a beautiful musical masterpiece composed by a loving God. On the day you were born, He decided to sing Himself into the world through you. The Bible says you are a partaker of the divine nature. So it's not a stretch to suggest that the God who made all things wants to sing His life and love to the world through the unique and beautiful song that is your life. Christ shares Himself in your sphere of influence through you. You are a miraculous melody of perfect pitch. Every person has a unique song embedded in their DNA. When we each live from our authentic identity, we come together in human harmony that is nothing less than spectacular. Your life is a symphony of experiences that can inspire and uplift those around you. Each note and chord represent a particular moment in time. And when strung together, they create a beautiful melody that is uniquely yours. So don't be afraid to sing aloud. Embrace life's joy and share your beautiful song with the world. Remember, you have a unique voice that can bring light and love to others, and there's nothing more beautiful than that. So sing and do it without inhibition. Isn't that a beautiful scientific fact? Isn't that amazing how they've taken DNA and they've put it into a musical form, musical expression, and to find out that your actual genetic code, when it's transposed over into musical notes, plays a melody, a miraculous, majestic melody, which is nothing less than the life of Christ being sang through you. So, as I said in the book, just sing. Just be you. You don't have to worry about trying to compose anything out of your life. Let me say that again. You don't have to worry about composing anything out of your life. You are already a masterpiece. Ephesians 2:10 says you're God's workmanship. God's workmanship. So just be you and let the melody of the life of Christ in you project out of you and bring what you have into the world around you. Well, that's a little section out of this book, Quantum Life. If you haven't gotten it yet, I hope you'll go over to Amazon and pick up a copy of the book. I really, really believe it'll encourage you. This might be called, I don't know, practical theology. It's all about Christ, but it shows how that when you live out of your authentic identity, you have something beautiful to bring into your sphere of influence. So let's just do it. Thanks for stopping in on my Facebook page and on my YouTube channel. Hey, I'm teaching, right now I'm teaching in my online group, my subscription group. I'm teaching on quantum prayer. That's going much deeper into the subject of prayer than I go into in this one book. So if you're interested in that, go on over to gracewalkexperience.com and you can find out how to subscribe to this paid group to get teaching 5 days a week. Well, I hope you have a good week, and I will be back to share more with you before too long.